Hello everyone, welcome to Object-Oriented Programming with Python. We are discussing static members. Last lesson was static variables. Today let's talk about static methods. So again, we separate class members into groups: instance, normal, regular, and static, kind of special. So static variables are shared by all the methods in the class. And we did some demo last lesson. You see what I did in lines 2, 3, 4, 5. I showed you how you can declare static members, how you can initialize them, and then you can access them from any method. But in the instantiation, if you need to access static members, you need, in the program where you use instances of the rectangle, because what you see right now is class definition. So in the program where you use instances of rectangle class, you refer them using class name, not the instance name, but class name. In lines 8 to 13, you see an interesting method. It doesn't have parameter self. That's the difference. So help is static method. And look, you have to put before any static method special directive at static method. So what it does, it just helped us. So this method just going to explain a little bit about class in general, and in order to call static method, you need a class name, not the instance name, the class name. So help method doesn't need self because it's not really related to any particular object, and it prints a few messages about rectangle class and the limits, the functionality. So now let's take a look. How would I use it? So this is class definition. How would I use? Very simple. You call it with class name. You don't need any objects to call static method because it doesn't have parameter self. It's not attached to any objects. Let's run it and you see what's going on. It does what it's supposed to do. Help method explain us what is rectangle class, how to instantiate rectangles, what methods you may use, and what are the limits of the rectangle class from and to. By the way, if we're going back to class definition, you see I can use in my static method static variables. But I'm not allowed to access in a static method normal or instance variables. Again, because I don't have parameter self. Let's summarize. So, the difference between instance or normal methods with a self parameter and static methods. Instance methods must have parameter self. Instance methods can access both instance variables and static variables. Static methods don't have parameter self. Static methods cannot access instance variables. Static methods can access only static variables. Finally, static methods must have directive at static method before the method definition. So that's it. That's all I wanted to explain you today. Wait for new lessons. Next lesson is quite important. We are going to talk about encapsulation or data hiding. I appreciate your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, of course. All the best. See you soon. Bye bye.